enjoy every minute of your stay here.
Kids, let's all sing the Keds song. If you want shoes with lots of pep, get Keds, kids, Keds. Or bounce and zoom in every step, get Keds, kids, Keds. You'll be a champion with style. Hit that ball a half a mile. They're tough, they last a long, long while. Keds, kids, Keds.
Tonight's program has been brought to you by...
I bet a lot of you kids didn't have the kind of how do I say this childhood we had in the like 50s and the 60s. They were still experimenting with TV and shows and like HR Puffin stuff and just things that were made by older people who were probably on drugs, and they were like, "Hey, kids would enjoy this." So even that cartoon in the intro kind of thing was like, you know, kids kind of peppy and happy. We just don't have that kind of stuff anymore. Hey, how you guys doing? It's 5 o'clock here on the west coast of California, Los Angeles to be exact. And it's Tuesday. Yeah, Tuesday. And we have another show coming up tomorrow. And then on Thursday, I'm out of here. GI Sports versus the world, baby. And I'm going to be doing a lot of this. So you see this going? You see this down here? Our show is sponsored by the Smoke Doctor, barbecue done right. I'm going to be doing a lot of that. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I'm going to be eating barbecue, baby, from this amazing guy. So that's Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday is GI Sports versus the world in Michigan at Health Survivors. Looking forward to seeing everybody there. So our guest tonight, we've known each other quite a while, actually. And, well, let me see if I can do this properly. He's a really great guy. He's such a cool cat. And when you get to know this guy, like when we start to talk about him, you're going to say, wow, I didn't know. Like last night when we were talking about bubbles, right? I said, where'd you get your name? And she said she was the youngest girl in California to be certified. I think it was deep water as far as scuba diving, bubbles. Like, wow, I didn't know that. That's great. So hopefully there's going to be a lot of those. Wow, I didn't know about this guy too. Because you know what? In our paintball world, a lot of times we don't really have time to talk with people for a long term. Like you'll go see them at an event and you'll say, hey, let's get a picture. Let's talk. And everything's just so quick. So, this is our chance to sit down and chat with some cool cats. And this cat is extremely cool. All right. Let me bring him up here. What's up, brother man?
What's going on? How's it going? Thanks for having me.
How was the green room?
It was cool, man. It was neat. It was good. Nice to get everything lined out.
Nice. You got the green room there, and you got some chips and some soda. What do you call it in Louisiana? Pop?
Everything's Coke. Doesn't matter what it is. It's everything's Coke.
So then how do I know if I want a root beer?
Oh, you can say root beer. You can say root beer.
Wait, do I say Coke root beer?
Just root beer. Root beer is its own thing because a Beta beer makes a Beta root beer, and you can call root beer root beer.
Okay, what about Dr. Pepper?
It's Coke.
So then I just have to roll the dice when I go to a restaurant, and hopefully I'm going to get Dr. Pepper?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, come on. That doesn't work that way.
You order what you want to order, but if you're with your buddies or whatever, man, give me Coke. And they'll throw you a Sprite or a Coke or Diet Coke, whatever
they have, right? So, okay, I'm very particular. So, all right, that's funky. All right. Anyway, we've known each other. I mean, you used to come on my show in 2014, right? When I was doing my podcast.
Also.
Yeah, look at that one. Oh, there you go, right? That was dude, that's before I had a kilt. That was
Yep.
that's 2013.
Dominion, First Dominion.
First Dominion, right?
Yep.
And you actually, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to tell you how cool Captain this. He actually drove out from Louisiana to play. I think it was one day, and he bought like entrance for 2 days. And he says, I can't use the second one. And they also gave me this raffle. Can I give it to you to maybe keep or give it away to somebody? I go, wow, this guy is such a cool cat. So he actually, so I gave it to a newbie. And you're a cool cat. All right. So here's this. Let's just do this. I came up with a little bio for you. You ready?
Okay, cool.
All right. So I know my guest for a long time, which is true. We just stated that. It's probably about 2000. When was the first Dominion? 13 or 14?
14, I believe.
Okay. And he is a firefighter, paramedic, father, husband, humanitarian, and now we can add author to that title. And then let me just elaborate. Let me wax poetically. Ready? So he was born in Shreveport, Louisiana in 1984. So that means that I could be your daddy, right? I mean, if you're that young, I could be your daddy. All right. And has been passionate about writing since an early age. In fact, his third grade teacher used to say, Steve, we were amazed that you could write inside the lines.
That's accurate.
Steve, what happened to your audio all of a sudden? You just changed
it unplugged for a second. Now it should be
Now
back, right?
No, now I've got some reverb. I've got some feedback. Turn it down a little bit.
How's that?
No.
No? Mm-mm.
No.
No, what happened? I don't know what happened.
All right.
I pulled and disconnected the...
It sounds like you're in a machine shop.
One moment.
There, that's good. Well, that was good. Maybe it was unplugged. That's why it was good.
Better now?
No.
Golly.
There's a hum, but that's okay. If that's what we got. No, it's not none of those. I think it's something
Okay.
on your. How about the audio on your computer?
It should be going through... Gosh, dog it.
I can't start the show over again because everybody's watching.
Technical difficulties.
Don't worry about it, Steven. Listen.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it. It just
Okay.
sounds like you're. It sounds like you're waiting for your laundry to be done.
That's probably the fan on my computer.
All right, no worries. Anyway, so your teacher was amazed. Your third grade teacher was amazed that you could stay within the lines. That's fantastic. And then throughout your life, you've won several writing competitions and even wrote several poems published over the years. And you've always been urged throughout your life to help people. That's why you went through the whole fireman paramedic thing. So you're also, where is this here? Where's my picture here? Let me pop this up. Look at this, huh? Look at that, huh?
Oh, yeah. Yep.
Dude, he's Steven's the guy in the green shirt. I'm just joking. No, that's not.
Back in the day.
You're not that young. No, that's that was what, show and tell for kids? What was that?
That's a fire prevention that we do every year around October. We do it more frequently now that we're able to, or as before COVID hit. And then we usually try to do it quite often. And we have scheduled for all the elementary schools, all the preschools, all the daycares. We'll go and bring Sparky or go over fire safety, escape plans, stuff like that. Just anything fire prevention related.
Okay, and so, I'm sorry, Sparky, who's that?
Sparky the fire dog. It's different other places. Here it's Sparky the fire dog. It's
Sparky
a big Dalmatian that we it's a big Dalmatian head that we put on us, and then whoever's the rookie gets to do that.
All right, so you actually don't have a Dalmatian.
No, we used to, but it was mean to me.
It was mean to you, so you got rid of it?
Pongo. Well, I say mean to me. It was a dog that had a lot of medical issues.
Okay.
So we would keep it inside at night, and then we would let it out during the day. And when it was too hot, we would bring him inside. But he liked to take a dump in my bed and sleep in my bed. So we had to get rid of him.
You're not supposed to shit where you sleep. Come on, what are you doing? All right.
Hey, Pongo did.
He did. Okay, quick quiz for people that don't know, and I don't know, and maybe this might put you on the spot. Why do firehouses use Dalmatians?
They were. I really don't know. I'm gonna fly off the cuff here. They were good search and rescue dogs. Maybe they got a keen sense of smell.
I don't know. Maybe someone can look it up as we're going on the show, and they can tell us. And how about this? Maybe the first one to answer will get one of his books.
Yep. I have one.
No. Put it down.
Oh,
No, not yet. Okay, cool.
Not yet.
All right, cool. So, hey, Reaper. Hey, Jake. What's going on, man? Hope, how you doing? The kids that remind me of the younger days. Jake, hey, look who's here.
NJ, my boy.
All right, cool. And Jake, Bubbles, yeah, master diver. And Drew, how you doing? And Drew, you killed me, man. What did I do? I didn't do anything. All right. Anyway, so we're all good. Anyway, so let's talk a bit about your beginnings before we get into the book part of this whole thing, okay?
Okay, cool.
All right, let me just jump over here. Hang on a second. And so I've got some pictures of you when you were in Vegas. No, I'm sorry. No, you know. All right. So let me just pop this over here. Hang on a second. Let me just step over here. All right, and let me just share this guy here, and let me just add to your stream. Okay, so you've got a where is it? Oh, are you a well, I'm looking at this picture right here. So I'm going, well, he must be obviously where's my picture? How come it's not popping up? There we go. All right.
There we go.
You've got two lovely kids, right?
Yep. Mason and McKinley.
Nice. Okay. So, and I hate what's it called? Prying into people's business, but are we with wife, without wife? What's going on?
Divorced since 2015, 16.
All right. Yeah. And the kids look pretty well adjusted.
Oh yeah, they love it. They've adjusted well between having to go between both households and whatnot, and it's all arranged well.
And
it's civil.
Are you guys close as far as the house is concerned? Like you guys, is it a far drive?
30, 45 minutes. Span. She lives in Texas and I live in Louisiana, but it's like right over the border.
Oh,
so
dude,
we're like super close. So it's all good.
Nice, very, very cool. All right, cool. So this thing that I read about, like since the young age, right? Where did you were born and raised in Shreveport, but what's the deal? You were like elementary, junior high, high school, the whole thing. You've just been like haven't left the area.
I've been here my whole life. Yeah, born in Shreveport, and my parents lived in Bossier, so they're pretty much adjacent to each other, super close, and nice. So it's a real nice little setup we got going. It's not far. 5 minutes from being in Shreveport from where I live right now, and they coincide with each other very well.
Okay, cool. Now, I know I love history, so I know that there's a history of okay. So basically, when the Quebecois got kicked out of Canada and they came down, right? The British put them in Louisiana and that area kind of thing, and they became Cajuns and that type of thing, right? And then I also knew that a lot of people interbred. There's a lot of people that hung out, like, it was like a really interesting mix. Is that only in New Orleans, or is that all of through Louisiana?
It's more down south. I'm in the northern part of Louisiana, and so down south of I-10, if you go north of I-10, you're considered a Yankee. Oh. So everybody down, only people down below I-10 are considered Cajun or from the bayou or whatever.
No, okay, wait a minute. But a Yankee, but you're in Louisiana, that was part of the Civil War. I mean the South, right?
Mm-hmm. It's inside Louisiana joke.
Oh my God, that's crazy. Okay,
you're not truly Cajun unless you're from below I-10.
I got it. All right, cool. So, what's the background? What's the family's background? Is it English, Irish? What do we got? German?
Scotch, Irish, German mainly, and some American Indian on my grandmother's side.
Seriously, enough to own a casino?
No, unfortunately. No? Well, it's a percentage, right?
I don't know. They're always making up new numbers for that one. All right, cool. So then you basically were I'm always looking at Louisiana as kind of like those. What are those trees that have all the moss hanging down? Right.
Weeping willows.
Yeah, and then there's like so you're telling me all that stuff is below the 10, right? All
No. That's up here too as well.
Oh, you got that?
Cypress trees, the cypress trees are the ones that usually have all the moss and everything.
Okay, and then and the weather. You guys are always like, is it that humid, funky weather?
All you got to do is wait 12 hours, and the weather can change.
I know. It says the same thing. Wait 5 minutes. Everybody says something about that, right?
Mm-hmm.
But is it basically that's how you were raised? You were raised with that kind of heavy kind of weather kind of thing.
Absolutely, yeah. It's wet mainly. It's a wet everything. Wet, cold, wet heat.
Wet, cold. Wet, cold.
Oh, yeah.
Are you serious?
Wet cold is considerably colder than a dry cold. If it's humid, it's ridiculous.
Dude, what kept you there? I would have been like out of there and like as soon as I figured out that there was other states.
True. It does get good around here occasionally. I think back in, I don't know, maybe 6-7 years ago, it actually snowed and stuck instead of sleet.
Snowed?
Oh, yeah. It's very rare occurrence, but it does.
All right. That's crazy. All right. So you basically, this is like your hometown. You basically born and raised, you grew up there, right? And
yep.
So you went to grammar school, junior high, all of that kind of stuff, right?
All in Bossier, yep. Apollo, Green Acres, and then Airline.
Green Acres,
yeah.
I knew there was a Green Acres, exactly.
Yeah, the Green Acres Middle School. And I got a buddy of mine, he actually is teaching there now that I grew up with.
Nice. Okay, cool. All right. So then it said that you were always interested in writing and stuff like that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Let me ask you a question. Do a lot of scholars come out of Louisiana? Is it like a hotbed of, I don't know.
I don't believe so. I believe Kenny Wayne Shepherd, a lot of artists, musical artists, visual artists come out of the Louisiana area. I think, if I'm probably going to get raked over the coals for this, but I think Kenny Wayne is actually from Shreveport.
Okay. So what happened? I mean, did your parents, there was no TV in the house and they would just read these books? Because some kids don't like to read, like me. Some kids don't like to read.
I don't know, man. It's different for me. I've always found I've got a very vivid imagination, and putting that into words I always found interesting, and I had a little bit of a knack for it, especially like poetry. I've been writing a lot of poetry associated with firefighting and, just different ways to look at stuff perspective-wise. Nice. And to evoke an emotion through words is a skill that I just have always wanted to cultivate, and finally took it upon myself to do it.
Dude, okay. For me, being born and raised in California, Los Angeles, Angelino, we look at like sections of the world, right? Where it's always like New York is like, forget about it. Boston is con, and all these things, right? Okay. Mm-hmm. To me, the South has always been kind of an iffy proposition for people who are not white. I'll put it to you that way. Okay. Yeah. So what happens is a lot of times there's a stereotypical thing. Like actually when we were talking about Archangel, right? Archangel is from Alabama, and he's kind of like you, right? He's very intellectual. He's a great guy. He's got like a lot of insights and stuff. And I asked him the same question, and you wouldn't see him at a Klan rally. Do you know what I'm saying? That's not what I'm saying. Okay, so what I'm saying is that you also kind of fit that stereotype of like an intellect, someone who says, you know what, there's more to life than what people are giving me into this, and you just seem very intelligent. You know what I'm saying? And that intelligence carries over to like a person. I couldn't picture you, being at Selma throwing rocks at black people. You know what I'm saying? I can't. Yeah. I can picture you on the other side defending people and saying, yeah, that's how I picture you. Now again, I might be wrong. You might have if I move the camera over to the left, you might have a hood and cape there. I got no idea, but. No. It's if it's a hood and a cape, it's my Halloween costume for my Grim Reaper. I used to have a Grim Reaper costume with a nice.
wicked looking mask and everything too. So
nice. Okay, So yeah, so that's what I'm saying. I've always just pictured you as that kind of like, you care for humanity. That's what I'm saying. That's the kind of person I look at you as. So
Yeah, that's why I do what I do. It's put myself in harm's way to protect or save other people. Just
dude,
and
I
be
like it.
helpful in any way.
You know what it's like? It's like when we, I'm always telling people when we play paintball, right? There's no sex, religion, money, color. We put the mask on and we do what we do, right? You
Absolutely.
put your fireman clothes on and you do what you do. It's a human being. You got to help them.
Oh yeah, human beings, animals, everything.
Whatever it is, dude. I like that. Okay, cool. So then you went to college or not?
Yes, went to college, got my associate's degree as a paramedic.
Wait. What happened to the literature in the book?
Sorry.
Oh, wait.
That was my cousin calling me. My bad.
Oh, your cousin. Oh, I see. Yeah. Okay. So it's not a kissing cousin, right? It's not one of those. Okay, good. All right, cool.
He's
All right.
he's one of the guys I do short films with.
Okay. What happened? You deviated from the norm here. You were supposed to like stay within the poetic writing, and all of a sudden you did something. What happened?
Oh, I never thought I could make a career out of writing.
Okay.
That was just a hobby at that point. I knew that early on. My first job I ever had was I was a lifeguard and swim instructor. I went and got certified as that, and then just realized that my calling was to help people. So my eyes, and I just did this in a speech class because I'm going to college to transition from paramedic to nursing, and I got to get a few more classes together. But the first step of being helpful in any regard is in the street when the call comes in. So you're the first one to get to somebody that needs the help.
Right.
And I did that for 4 or 5 years, and then realized I was lacking in the level of care that I was giving. So the next progression would be to give a higher level of care in the street, which is the highest level of care that you can do pre-hospital is paramedicine. So I went to school for that, got that, and I've been a paramedic now for 10 years.
Okay. All right. Listen, it's only you, me, and you, right? So let me in on some inside baseball. The only reason you became a lifeguard is because it's fucking hot in Louisiana, and you can go in the water and you can see all the bikini girls, right? Is that what it was? Come on.
Pretty much. And then I got to teach them too, so.
Come on. And sometimes you have to do some mouth-to-mouth, so come on. There you go. All right.
No, I made the mistake. Funny story about that is I made the mistake of thinking, I don't need to wear sunscreen. I'm in the water. It'll be fine. It's cleaning the pool for the first start of the year. Bro, when you're in the water, it amplifies the sunlight. Right. And I'm a redhead, so I burn. Oh, no. I don't tan.
Oh,
dude,
no.
I had so many blisters. I was so red. I couldn't sleep. It hurt so bad.
Dude, that's the problem about not having a soul. Dude, that's
exactly. I got to take everybody else's.
Exactly. Dude, oh, poor guy. All right. Okay, so 1984, you're 0. And let me see here. 84, what was I? I was 84. I was just 2 years. I was about to go to Israel. I was about to move to Israel to join the army. So I'm 25 at the time. I think I was like 24, 25. So you're 0, so I'm 25 years older than you. And you're like you're like out of the womb, 1984. Madonna is on the radio. You're not a kid of the 80s really, because 84 to what you kind of were listening to that music, but not kind of 90s maybe would be maybe more your thing. What was your
I grew up listening to a lot of AC/DC, Metallica, Megadeth. My dad was super into heavy metal and hard rock.
Right.
And my mother loved country, but I lean more toward the heavy metal and heavy rock.
So your dad must be my age. How old is he?
In his mid 60s, I believe.
No.
Mid 60s, mid 60s or late 50s.
Could be my age. All right, that's cool. And how old is your mom?
Right around the same age. She's a little bit younger.
Okay, and they met in Shreveport?
They met he lived in East Texas, which him and his buddies would come over here to party, basically, way back then. and then they came across each other somehow, and then they, Bob's your uncle. Here we are now. I don't know the exact story. I feel bad.
No, that's fine. That's cool. All right, cool. So then, let me ask you a question. I'm always asking this to people. You said you're divorced. Were your parents divorced?
They did divorce when I was my last couple years of high school. They divorced. He split. He moved away for a couple of years, and then he came back. And they recently, I believe, 2 or 3 years ago, because when he moved back, my mother is a weird situation. She allowed him back in the house, but he didn't sleep. He didn't have a bedroom. He had a mattress that he put down on the floor behind the couch, because me and my brother were still at home.
Okay.
And we both had our own rooms, and it wasn't right in their eyes if he was going to be living there, they shouldn't sleep in the same bed if they weren't married. So they recently got married again, but he still sleeps in his own room now.
That's cool. All right. That's cool. I'm always wondering that kind of stuff, because sometimes we, if our parents drank, or if our parents smoked, or, influenced, like you said, you're influenced by the music, right? That kind of stuff. We are influenced by, we basically are our parents sometimes, you know what I'm saying? We kind of carry that baggage around. So were your parents as humanitarian as you?
My mother was a nurse. She recently retired. She was a nurse when I was born, when my brother was born. So she's been doing it for many years. My dad, and then so my uncles were all firemen. My mom's dad was the fire chief. And I got cousins that are in the medical field, and then my brother's a physical therapist now.
There you go. See that?
I'm a captain paramedic on the fire department, and my dad works in IT.
I'm telling you, my friend, it's just you don't see too many farmers getting Nobel Peace Prizes. We're all kind of a product of our environments. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So there you go. All right.
My dad does networking, of all things.
Seriously.
He's a network admin, yeah.
All right, cool. I like that. Okay, so you 84. Let me see. 84, 94. You're 10. 94, 95, 96, 97, 99, 90, almost 2000. You're 15. So when did you find out about paintball?
I played paintball. Oh man, late 90s. It was still right before I went to. I was in middle school still. And I played at a place called Gator Tags, which was one field setup. It was a big, long field, had Tippmann Pro Lights is the markers we used. And I bought a Tippmann Pro Light after I had a Spider Stingray pump. I bought a Stingray pump, then I bought a Tippmann Pro Light, and I still got the Pro Light somewhere in a box. And then that's when I first started playing. Might have been 10 to 13-ish around that time.
Right.
Played off and on up until this point, and then I got into MagFed, which that was a whole nother animal.
That's true. Okay, so then you had only been playing when I met you in 2014. What, 5, 7 years, 10 years, 7? What is it?
Oh man, off and on. No. I've been playing for
maybe 15 years.
Yeah, 15, 16, 17 years, something like that.
All right, that sounds cool.
And yeah, it's I got in touch with the guy, Clarence. He may or may not be watching, but he got me hooked up with the
Is
Rap
Clarence
4.
still around? Remember Clarence with Rap 4, right?
Yeah.
He was with Rap 4, right?
He was a dealer, I believe. The AC Tactical was his company.
Dude, I remember that guy, Clarence.
Mm-hmm.
Something Clarence the Third or something like that. There was some kind of exactly.
3, yep.
Dude, I remember that guy.
I stayed at his house. I flew. It was a little bit. I didn't drive to LA. I flew to LA,
okay.
And then I stayed at his house the night I got in. Woke up the next morning to play, and then we played all day. We didn't play the night game, and we played Saturday. No, it was Saturday Sunday game. So Sunday we played up until game end, and then I had to leave to catch my flight. That was the thing. And I almost missed my flight to get back home.
Wow. So what were you sponsored by Rap 4? That's why you came out?
No, man. I've tried to get their sponsorship for so long, and man, it's just I've got over 400 or 500 videos repping their gear, and just never heard anything about it. They used one of my videos and made it their own, put their logo in front of it.
Yeah.
And but I told them they could do that. But I did it under the guise that they said, check out this video, like give me props. Didn't get no props.
Yeah, KT is interesting about that kind of stuff. When he gets to know you, like really gets to know you, then that's even. But like even with me, I sometimes have to twist his arm about things. Like you know what I'm saying. But yeah,
Well,
he's a great guy.
I don't know if KT was in charge of it at that point. I think it was still Omar.
Well, no, I think didn't Omar work for KT, or did Omar own it? I'm not sure.
I did.
I don't know. Anyway,
yeah.
I thought KT always. It doesn't matter. Anyway, all right. So then you get into MagFed, and when do we start doing this thing here?
Oh, Task Force Tiger, man. I commanded a big game at our field off limits, which is my home field, in Elm Grove, Louisiana. And this guy, Wade, he's recently passed away earlier this year, and he died in an airplane crash. It was a real tragic accident.
Wow.
And yeah, that's a good dude, man. He came. I met him playing paintball on a random day. We were playing Tombstone, one of the fields, and then he saw my gear and was like, dude, that's awesome. I was like, hey man, if you want to come play, there's a big game coming up, and then you play for me. I'm one of the generals. And he's like, I'm in. Let's get a team together. And so he and I worked to get a team together, and we went about it actually trying to plan it as tactically sound as we as lay people could do. And then that game, we beat the other team so bad that it was not even worth counting score. We completed almost everything, and I had to tell the guys to, hey, pull it back from their spawn. And Wade was like, we're crushing them. I'm like, no, bring it back. We gotta at least make it fun. So that was when it started, man. He's like, we need to do this. We need to travel, because he played with Team Foxtrot out of Texas.
That team sounds familiar. Okay,
they're a big team. A lot of good players on their team, and he was with them or played alongside them, rather, I should say. And we developed our team here in Louisiana, Task Force Tiger, and then we've been traveling mainly to Texas. We've had some guys go to the blast camp, or whatever the game Enigma was, up in Indianapolis, where they played in the abandoned missile silo. We've had guys play in Oklahoma. We plan on going to Fulda one year.
You got to come out, dude. How far away is North Carolina?
It's manageable. It's not that bad.
Come on, man. We're doing that. We're doing a 2-day, basically. It's a 2-day. We're doing a Fulda aftermath. We're doing a big game, and then on the next day, Sunday, we're doing another big, kind of a semi-big game. And it's not that. Come on, they all speak your language, y'all.
Hey, y'all, what y'all doing?
Y'all. All right, cool. So that's Task Force Tiger, and then you basically started with everybody else.
Well, we all just linked up. I got them into MagFed for a little bit, but then it was a MagFed exclusive team for a while. But then we said, screw it, we just want to play paintball. We're not going to put any limits on it. So we got guys that have pump guns, space guns, EMEX, axes, luxes, all that stuff. I don't think anybody can afford a lux, but we've got a lot of guys playing with a bunch of different stuff.
Nice. Okay, cool. I like it. All right, cool. All right, let's look at some of our comments. Hang on a second. Where do we go? Smoking, Bubbles. We already did that one. NJ. Hello, NJ. What's going on, man? NJ is taking time away from his heart surgeries, right, to do this. So good job, NJ. Drew, what do we got? Reaper, you kill me. And then it looks like...
let's see, Dalmatians.
Look at this. What is it? The use of Dalmatians carried over to the house-drawn wagons at Firehouse Road to the second scene of a fire. When a fire alarm sounded, the Dalmatian would run out of the firehouse barking to let all the bystanders know that they should get... okay. Well,
nice.
Okay, but a Chihuahua could do that too.
Not as loud, though. Not as loud.
Oh, come on. There's
the bigger projection.
I don't know. It might have been, I don't know, something unique about the spots. I don't know. But okay, listen. All right. So did anybody else drew a traditional mascot? They were the best dog breed to keep horses company while the firefighters were... Oh, there you go. Nice. Okay. That's part 2. And so you know what? I don't see anybody else. Hi from Germany. Hey, Germany. This guy does it all in pretty good paintball. Oh, nice. So I don't see anybody else with the answer. So that's cool. Okay.
I like it.
Let's do this. Hang on a second. Let me just show everybody the book. Hold on one second. There we go. So
Awesome.
that's the book. It's Chef Stephen's Louisiana Cajun Magic Cookbook.
Yes.
Our graphics department spent a lot of time to Photoshop your head.
Yes.
And put the alligator there. So,
Tony's is the secret ingredient.
There you go. All right. Cool. Do you actually? Do you know what that is? I mean, you eat that? Do you eat the what are those things called? They're not shrimps. They're crawfish, right?
Crawfish, yeah. Crawfish balls, yeah.
You guys, do you have to go past the 10 to eat that kind of stuff and to have like a big what's that when they a crawfish bake or something? I don't know what they call it when they have all that.
Crawfish, yeah, crawfish boil. That's a big party, big to do. You got to set up your fine china, which is you got to drape newspapers across a big fold out plastic table, and then you put everything in a pot, boil it, and then you're good to go.
Okay.
But you have to attend a college accredited course on how to peel and eat crawfish correctly.
I saw it. No, I saw it on the Food Network. I'd love to eat. I saw how they like that kind of thing. Okay, cool. But you grew up on that kind of stuff?
I never did. Surprisingly enough, I was a very bland, non-adventurous eater as a grown up. It's when I made it to the firehouse is when I started expanding my palate.
Okay.
And so it's I never had crawfish until I was 24, 25 years old.
Holy shit. Okay.
Yeah, it's pretty bad. Okay. not a true Louisiana person.
All right, so here's the deal. I have a uncle, cousin, relative, something who's a captain in the fire department here, and I always asked him, every time, let's say someone has a heart attack or something, they bring out the smaller paramedic thing, but then they also bring out the hook and ladder, right?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, he didn't have a heart attack in a tree. Why do you what the fuck? Why do you bring me out all this stuff?
Well, normally you have a lot of departments that will have paramedic pumps, or at that minimum, every person on the fire department is an EMT basic, which is changed to just EMT. So everybody can give pretty mid to high level care out of every truck that comes to a call. And then the more hands you have, you've got two to three guys on the ambulance, but you've got 3 to 4 to maybe 5 guys on an engine company or a truck company, or however their structure's set up. Okay,
so it's precaution. Every moment counts. If someone's having a heart attack and the guy weighs 800 pounds, you need 5 guys to jump on his chest or something. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Cool. All right. Now, how about this? It's everybody gets a chance to cook. Is that what it is, or is there you guys have a cook?
We all take turns. Every fireman is a decent cook, I should say.
Okay, cool.
We can pull a lot of things out of a hat and make it taste good, and make it relatively quickly. But we just on my crew, we take turns. We've gotten out of the habit of cooking here lately. We've kind of just been fending for ourselves because we've been down a guy, so it's just me and my driver at the moment. Well, once we get our third guy back on my truck, we'll be able to start cycling out who cooks dinner and whatnot. And I've made a list. I don't have it with me. It's somewhere on my phone, but I have a menu that we all like food wise.
That's cool. All right, you guys. Yes, I was joking about the cookbook. That's not his book. This is his book. Hang on a second. Insurrection, right?
Yep, Insurrection.
All right, and you guys, check this out. Let me pop this up. Hang on a second. Let me go over here. It's the #1 bestseller on Amazon. Is that right? No,
not yet. It was in the top 60,000 books at one point recently. Top 60,000 books.
Wait, hang on a second. Is that even a thing? Top 60,000?
Yeah, at the end, if you scroll down and look, if you'll scroll down to the bestseller rank, it'll tell you where it is. Keep going, right there.
Oh.
Up, a little bit higher.
Which one?
A little bit higher.
A little higher.
A little higher. Right where it says bestseller rank on the left.
Oh, I got it. Bestseller rank, right?
Yep.
Okay, out of okay, that's is that like 8th place or something?
I don't know. It's just out of all the books is in the top one is the all books on Kindle, and
That's
then
not
the
bad.
military science fiction is in that genre, and then the
Dude,
science fiction and action adventure is
dude,
that genre.
dude, 5-star rating. I was reading some of the reviews. Look at these reviews, right? Now, how much did you pay each one of these people to do the review?
I paid 0,
Okay, you paid
but
0.
I
Okay.
did tell them if they gave me a good review, I'd give them the book.
Oh, okay, nice. That's actually pretty cool. So, look at this. No bad reviews. Look at this. This is just amazing, right? Okay, come from the United States. Loved it. Easy read. Lots of pictures. No, there's no pictures, right?
Nope, no pictures in this one.
Okay, cool. All right, dude, this is fantastic. Congratulations on this.
Appreciate it.
All right, so let me go back here, and I'm just going to, where is it? A pulse pounding. The country is in turmoil. Law and order. What the hell? Why'd you do that? Okay, hang on a second. Law and order sit on top of a knife's edge. A rogue cell within the U.S. military to go against everything they swore to protect and attempt a coup. Dude, you had me hello. All right. So, where did you get this idea?
I came up with this idea in 2001, starting my senior year in Miss Pugh's class in English 4.
Is that the one that told you to write inside the lines?
I was a little more advanced. I was a senior at this point.
All right.
No, I came up with the idea. The idea was the story didn't spawn. It was the idea of what the project is that in the first part of that the main character is going to go get in the first part. So that idea came to me then, and then the story expanded from that. Which I can't really give it away because it's a very integral part of the book.
Okay. So that's it. You're leaving us on the knife's edge here. Okay, there we go. Okay, now I'm reading over here that it's free shipping, but it arrives October the 3rd and 6th. That means, do you have is that like it's a paperback what this is? I mean, you're actually getting a physical copy of it?
You have the option to do Kindle or paperback. The one you had selected on your screen was for paperback. And so
okay.
I think what Amazon does, the Kindle Direct Publishing is what I used, and they take orders over maybe a couple of days, and then they have to print the book, which I believe the printing is out of Texas, maybe Central Texas. I'm not 100% sure.
Okay.
So they have to print it and then ship it after that. So it's between 3 to 5 days from your order is when it's printed and shipped.
Well,
if you order paperback, ebook goes right to you.
Wait, hang on a second. What am I? Look, how is this possible? I'm reading the book. Look. Oh no! Oh, scared me. I thought you were giving it away for free. I was like, I'm just clicking on it. It was all of a sudden, no, this is, dude. So okay, they can read this much of it though, right? They can read chapter 1.
I think the 1 through 4 or 1 through 5.
The chapters? Wait, chapter 1 through 4 is free? No, come on. There's chapter 1, right? And I think that's his foot slams. Chapter 2, yeah, I think chapter 1 and part of chapter 2. All right. It's like, and at the bottom it says, go buy your damn book yourself, right? That's what it says. Stop cheating. All right, cool. Dude, that's amazing. Okay, cool. All right, now, I am, how do I say this? I grew up in LA, but then when I was like 14, we moved to the country. We moved to the central part of California, and we had a ranch and everything. And when I was going to school back in the 70s and stuff, you can get all your English credits through drama, right? So I have no idea what a diphthong is. I have no idea what, whatever. In fact, people can actually see that when I'm typing things, right? Your and yours, that kind of, like, I'm still scratching my head. I'm getting better because of social media, but a
lot of grammar police out there.
A lot of grammar police out there, but you know what? I'm thankful for it because I'm a sponge, and I'm like, okay, that's cool. I'm very impressed by you because, again, you decided that I've got this in my system. I want to write a book, and you know, I'm doing it. I'm publishing this thing. When I was, let me see. I think it came out basically when the internet was getting kind of really like popular and people started doing self-publishing. You know what I'm saying? There was all this kind of like, anybody could publish a book and, you could go in, but it was different than getting it on what you've done. You know what I'm saying? Because I have a cousin who wrote a book on how to flip houses, and I don't think he had spell check. So I was like reading. I said, really? This you actually? Well, the reason it got published is because he paid the publisher to do it, and they didn't care, right?
Yeah. Well, I did. I actually did the Kindle Direct Publishing. It's mine as a self-published book. I had to jump through a lot of hoops to get it done to protect myself. I developed a publishing company, or LLC, if you will. So it's all of my writing is going under that LLC to protect me as a person, so that if anybody ever wants to sue me or anything, they can sue the business and that I'm protected.
Who's going to sue you? What, like slander if someone's name is in there?
Oh, it's copyright infringement if they can prove it, but I didn't copyright. This was all my original ideas and stuff, so it'd be hard pressed for somebody to get mad about it and sue me over something. But the climate today is that everybody.
I understand. Listen, people can sue you if they drop the book on their foot, right? They could.
Which is why I didn't have too many pages. I only have 116 pages.
Exactly.
So
exactly.
It's very light.
It's a light read. Okay, how many pages?
116.
116. The average person, except for Hope Lane, Hope could probably read it in like 5 minutes, but the average person, without pictures, how long would it take like a person to read this thing?
Right around an hour and a half to 2 hours and 15 minutes. Either way.
Dude,
it's like sitting down and watching a movie, but you populate it in your head.
Okay. What did you just say? Did you just say copulate?
To populate.
Oh, okay. I thought you were trying to get one by me.
It's been a while.
Fuck you. All right.
I'm with you, man. I'm with you.
All right. Where did it go? How come Amazon? Let me just do my Amazon thing. It just there we go. Here we go. Okay, here it comes. All right. So let's jump back here so everybody can see what I'm looking at. All right, cool. So you guys can order this thing, add the cart, buy it now. You can have it shipped out to you anywhere, I guess, anywhere in the world, or probably just United States for the 3-day October. I don't know how that works.
Yeah, I don't either. It's available to be shipped to wherever Amazon will deliver. I know that the UK, it is open for all the UK, Germany, Australia, all those expanded distribution places can order it, download it, and use it. But I haven't gotten the overseas sales yet.
Okay, how about this audiobook?
I'm currently, as you can see, I've got a whole setup going here.
Yeah.
I'm going to try to read it myself if everybody can get past my accent. But there's one part in there where I'm going to have to get an actress to do the female voice because I cannot do a female voice as much as I try.
Well, you know what? I'll tell you, in Poland, they don't mind that kind of stuff. I was in Poland 2014, and my son and I were in this hotel room. We were watching this. It was a dub of it might have been like Kindergarten Cop or something. I forgot what we were watching. And obviously what they did was they dubbed it. But what happened was that the guy, the Polish dubbing guy, he does both voices, but he doesn't raise his voice. So it's just the girl. He's just like,
man,
it's Arnold Schwarzenegger going, yes, you should get the kid out of the school. What do you mean? That's the teacher's voice. What do you mean get the kids out of school? Yeah, and I'm like, who's who? Like, what kind of shit? So you can see the same thing. You could just
quite a butch voice for a lady figure.
Exactly. Get Hope Lane to read it. Hope, you want to read this thing? Great option for young adults. Always looking. What I'm reading it like I should. Here, I should just pop this up here. Hang on a second. Let me go like this. Hope and what do we got? Oh, you're talking about the Low Country Boil. Is that the Cajun thing? Is that what it's called?
Yeah, it's a crawfish boil. I think you might have had a comic insert on that one.
I had something about a boil or something about. I have no idea. Very smart, great for young adults. Always looking for something encouraging to read my students. Well, there you go, Hope.
It may not be
Oh,
student
no.
friendly, unless
Really?
they're like high school age. There's a lot of
Well,
cursing in the book.
PG-13?
R, I would say R.
Well, you know what? No, listen. If there's cursing, you can just do like your own thing, like French toast instead of fuck or something like that. You could like say,
Very true, but I kind of wanted it to be it's military oriented,
yeah,
action wise,
yeah,
and when I'm telling you that it's brutal,
yeah.
it's some brutal, visceral, very graphic, very gruesome ways that people die in the book. So it's pretty graphic.
Nice.
It'll turn some stomachs if you got.
No, are you serious?
Some people might,
Look, look at they're in high school. These kids. So hope she can read them to them. Okay, cool. All right.
Mike, there
what's
he
up,
is.
Mike? What's up, Mike? Is Mike a troll? What is Mike?
No, Mike's a buddy of mine. We play Xbox together.
Nice.
It's cool, dude.
Glad you could join, Mike. The show's almost over.
Always late. Dang it, Mike.
Anyway, okay, so let me just jump back here and let's just hit this thing up again, you guys. So if you want to go check out Steven, you can go here to his Facebook page, Steven.Rickert. Rickert. How do you say it?
Rickert.
Rickert 52. You can just type. You can just. Oh, you can actually on my page. You can hit that too. And then I will be getting. Hope's going to be getting the paperback. Dude, look it. You already sold the
nice. All right.
copy. All right. And you can always go over here to Task Force Tiger. Check out that. And this is the actual. Here. This is the actual. It's under books, science fiction, and fantasy, and science fiction. Well, is it science fiction?
It's science fiction to a degree. It's
okay.
It's not considered regular. I don't know. It's a made up story. So in my opinion, if it's made up, totally made up, fabricated, doesn't matter if it can happen next week. It's still science fiction.
I like it. Okay. And again, let me ask you one more thing about the self-publishing. Can anybody self-publish and then submit it to Amazon? How does that work?
I believe so. I mean, really? They let me do it.
Okay. So then again, that's pretty impressive to be in that ranking. You know what I'm saying? To be able to submit it. And all right, good on you, brother. Good on you. All right, cool. All right. So did you guys hopefully learn more about this cool cat? I sure did.
If they want to actually see a bunch of stuff, I've got a YouTube page, Tiger PB, Tiger Space PB on YouTube.
Oh, sophisticated, an aristocrat. Ooh, Tiger PB. Yeah. Okay, go to Tiger PB. All right. Listen, do you want to just do the Dalmatian one, or you want to just spin the wheel and choose Hope Lane? Did I just say that out loud? I'm sorry. Do you want to just choose someone, Hope Lane? Do you want to just choose somebody who? Am I doing the subliminal to you, Hope Lane? Do you want to just choose somebody who can get the book, Hope Lane?
We can spin the wheel. Hope, I'll give it to you. Yeah, we'll send it to Hope.
Yay! Yay! Hope's a winner! Yay! Save your money, Hope. Her husband needs a kidney transplant. Go save your money, Hope. All right.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
All right. Okay, cool. So that Hope, you won. Congratulations. Do me a favor, Hope, and contact Tiger PB, Steven, and you'll get your book. All right. Sounds cool. All right, Hope. Thanks for being a watcher, Hope. Okay. Someone gave us a sad face. Oh, NJ. NJ gave us a sad face.
Hush your mouth, NJ. I got you covered.
Too bad. Wah, wah, wah. Oh, he's getting his liver taken care of. I'm sorry. I thought it was his kid. Whatever. He's getting part of his body taken care of. All right, cool. So anyway, anything that we left out?
I can't think of anything. It's I really hate what Hope's going through. I kind of had something similar happen to me. I had thyroid cancer, and I had my thyroid removed in 2017.
I think I remember. Yeah, I think you remember telling me that. Yeah, that was and you were like fighting it, man. You were like, this was like a thing. Wow, I remember that.
Yeah, I went and played.
Didn't you also get a house fall on you or something? Didn't something happen to you where you were firefighting and a house?
Yeah, we were fighting an interior attack on it was a pier and beam. It was a pier and beam house. It had already vented through the roof, and I was making my way through the kitchen area and the hose got snagged on something. And so I turned around to, no, my captain at the time, I was a hoseman at the time. And the captain had yelled something at me. So I stopped and turned and said, "What?" And I didn't hear what he said after that. So I went to go back forward and I heard a crack. And then the interior of the roof fell down and at an angle, popped me on my left shoulder and knocked me to the side of the kitchen. So if I'd have been 2 steps deeper into the room, it would have been a much different story.
Dude.
And I've got, I don't ever really talk about it, but there's more oftentimes that happens than not.
Whew, unbelievable. We should have you back on. We'll talk about it. Okay, you guys, listen. If you have any questions for him, go check it out. Go check out all his pages, and hit him up. Go buy his book. Help a brother out. He's he's a humanitarian. He's a father. He's got paramedic, firefighting, author. Come on, this guy's amazing. All right, that's what I like. That's what I love about our community.
If we've got a second, Hope asked, "What was my inspiration to write?"
Oh, yeah,
and really, it was just to answer your question. Hope is to be able to tell a story, and to convey your intent through words alone to evoke an emotion from your reader, i.e., fear, heart racing, get your blood pumping, or sadness where somebody cries. Having that emotion that I get for when I read a book kind of challenged me to try to do that for myself and see if I could evoke that reaction out of somebody else. And I feel the overwhelming majority of people who've read the book and finished it up until this point have cried at the parts I've wanted them to cry at. They've felt all the emotions involved that I wanted to convey. And so another reason I wanted to write is because not everybody reads anything anymore. There's not a whole lot of people that I know that read books on a regular basis. That's why I wrote this quickly. I wrote the first part. The first 7 chapters are written in 3 different styles: quick, detail-oriented, and run-of-the-mill are the 3 separate styles that I wrote it in. And then it progresses from there after that to a consistent writing style. And so it's quick enough for the people who don't read or have trouble reading maybe. It's quick enough for them to grasp and get hooked in on the get-go. And then it's well enough worded and descriptive-wise to appease the palate of the people who read 600, 700, 800-page novels. So that was my challenge to myself, to see if I could write something that would cater to both those people at the same time. And I think I believe I've done that with this book. So
whoa, dude, congratulations, brother, man. That is fantastic. I'm impressed, and you guys, I think you guys are impressed too. Again, this guy's amazing. And you got some new fans now. Yay!
That's awesome. I'm stoked, man.
All right, cool. Okay, you guys, listen. I'm going to look at my chair. My chair has lost its hydraulics and it's sticking.
Oh, okay.
That's what happened. I was like, what happened? Like, why is my chair losing its hydraulic? Anyway, it doesn't matter. Anyway, so you guys, I'm going to pull the plug on this one. I want to thank my guest for coming on tonight. He's just an amazing cat. Again, we've known each other since 2014, I think. And yeah, he's just been a great guy. Hang on a second. That's my alarm telling me wrap up things. Okay, let's do this. We got another show tomorrow night. It's Clowns vs. Zombies. Hope you guys can join us for that one. And our motivational thing tonight, right here, this guy. I'm not even going to do a motivational quote because this guy's motivation right there. You guys, if you're watching the show, and again, he just decided at an early age, this is my path and I'm going to take it and just do it. So he's helping people. He's writing. He's writing this poetry, this amazing stuff. He's in being a good human, and I like him. So
I got a motivational quote for you.
Go ahead.
You can't lead from the rear. You have to lead from the front.
Oh, you win. All right. I like it. Okay, you guys, we will see you tomorrow for Cons vs. Zombies. Same time, 5 o'clock. All right? Have a good night. I'll shoot you soon. Bye.
Appreciate it.